So we are going to discuss about the energy balance calculation for the side stripper. It is very similar to the energy balance calculation of bottom sorry. So what is the objective and how to achieve that objective? So the objective is to calculate the stripper product temperature. Basically we have to to find out the stripper product temperature of the atmospheric distillation column. How to achieve that temperature? For that we have to first choose the boundary of the system for attaining that objective. Then we have to find out all the in out streams from the system, their range, phase and their temperature. And then we have to go for the material balance for all stream and the energy balance for all streams. So as we know about the side stream stripper, we need certain assumptions. The first thing, no energy losses are there, means energy is conserved, energy in is equal to energy out. Second, we have to go for 4 stripper being also used here, same as in the case of bottom one. So there are 4 trays in the stripper. Third one, temperature drop is equal at each tray. Temperature drop means temperature from feed to the tray, and this is a feed. The feed temperature is there. Temperature T1, T2, T3 and T4, these are the temperatures. So these temperatures have a relations, mean there are temperature drop. So we can find the temperature drop. For example, this is a temperature drop in a feed and the top tray, so that is the one temperature drop. And then after that there is a temperature drop between these 2 trays, fourth and third one. Then temperature drop between third to second one. Then temperature drop between second to first one. These are the temperature drop. So you can see here delta T4, delta T3, delta T2, delta T3, T2 by 2, T2, it should be T2, and delta T1. So these are the temperature drops. We have assumed all these temperature drops are equal. Means if there are temperature drop from feed to the first top tray is 5 degree, then the same temperature drop will be everywhere. Now come to the problem statement. So we are going to discuss about calculations of light distillate temperatures, because there are so many side stripper, but in our case we are going to discuss about the light distillate stripper. These are the given conditions. What are the given conditions? Feed temperature is given. This is the feed temperature that is given. Next one is the range of that material, that is a product range, that is given 24 to 41 volume percent of the total feed. Then CP of the product is given, we need it for the material balance, energy balance. Then the steam temperature is given, steam flow rate is given, steam SF value is given, but we can find out this SF value 0.24, we can find out with the help of graph in the coming slide. Enthalpy of the steam is also given. So all these informations are for the steam, these 2 information is for the distillate, and this information is for the basically feed temperatures. And what are the graph required here? So these are the graph required: steam stripping, steam feed, free delta temperature, actual temperature, TUV temperature, enthalpy temperature. If we have all these graphs, we can solve this problem. So take the one by one. This is our strip out fraction. So we can find out with the help of this strip out fractions amount of the volume percent of strip feed. So x-axis is given as 10 value, that is a steam flow rate. So for light distillate, you can see that for the light distillate this value is about 20 and 20, it's about 24, very close to 24. So we can take the value as a 24. So okay, so this is taken as a 24 value. Now this is the percentage, this is given in the percentage. So we are going to find out by into the fractions also. So what are the solution steps? So procedure are same as in the case of bottom temperature. First we have to assume the delta T value, but their assumption, the iteration, initial value steps are totally different. That is the things that we have to discuss here. That is the important thing. Delta T, how to assume that delta T value. So there are procedure for assumption of delta T value. So this is a step 1 for finding out the delta T. In the step 1, x-axis is given here percent strip out, that is 24%. We know that value, we have already calculated this value. Percent strip out, this is 20, this is 25, this is 24. And for the lye distillate, we can find out the y-axis, that is a steam free delta T. Its value is very close to 40, that is 44 degree Fahrenheit. Now y-axis 44 degree Fahrenheit. We have to remember this value because we are going to use this value into the next step, that is into the step 2. So in the step 2, we are going to use that value, and that value is about 44. So we should remember that value. Now come to the graph for the step 2. This is a feed temperature. So feed temperature is 550 degree Fahrenheit. Then is stripping steam temperature. This is 500 degree Fahrenheit. These values are given. Then we have to find the difference between these two temperatures. It should be a 550 minus 500. So obviously the difference is 50 degree Fahrenheit. So at 50 degree Fahrenheit, we can draw a line on x-axis. Now come to the different these constant curves. The value is 10, 30, 20 and 10. We need the value at 24%. So we have to draw a very approximate line. So this is approximate line, we have draw it, and we can find out the intersection point between the, yes, this value is very close to 0, but it is in a minus value. So that value can be taken as -1. Okay, so now the y-axis is -1. Now look about the y-axis. It is a steam free delta T minus actual delta T. So y-axis, so steam free delta T is 44 degree Fahrenheit minus actual delta T. So 44 minus actual delta T is equal to -1. So actual delta T is equal to 45 degree Fahrenheit. So now it is a 45 degree Fahrenheit. So this is the step, this is the way these two steps are required to find out the assumed delta T. So this is the method procedure for finding out the delta T value for the first iteration. Now come to the very similar to the energy balance, material balance, sorry. So in the material balance, what we know, we have to take the basis of 100 barrels per hour of the product D, then find out all the ranges as we have done earlier. So this is these 100 range 24 to 41, these three values are given, and SF value has been calculated. The value is given at 0.24 because 24% is equal to 0.24. Now with the help of these values, we can find out other calculations, and because we have already did it. After that, we can go for the energy material balance. So we know all these values. Now look about the input feed and steams are the input stream, and output stream product, and the steam and VSO. These three are the output stream. D and VSO and SW, these three are the output stream that is leaving from the system. So ranges are given here. Feed we have already calculated, volume percent with API specific gravity, and then BPSD. So BPSD is obviously related with the yield. So with the help of the yield, we can find out the BPSD, then barrels per hour, then pounds per hour. This is the steam flow rate. So we have to find this steam flow rate with the help of the D. So we should know the barrels of the D. It is 708.3. So just multiply by 10. It gives the 7083.3. So this is a way to find out the flow rate of the steam with the help of the D. So after knowing these material balance, we can go for the temperature calculations. So we know that 550 is the feed temperature that is given, and 45 is the delta T temperature. Then we can divide this 45 divided by 4. It gives the basically temperature drop for one tray, that is around 11.3. If you minus from 550, you will get the temperature drop for the fourth tray, and that tray from where this 539, the approximate value is 539, and this is the temperature the streams are leaving from the fourth tray. That is the temperature 539. So this temperature is calculated, means these, and steam temperature is given. So all these three, basically there are 4 streams leaving from the system. So all these three we have calculated. One is missing, that is a product, that is a D. This is missing, and that is our objective, to find out the product temperature. so with the help of the energy balance. That is the target. So come to, after going through the material balance, come to for the energy balance. Feed is given pounds and their temperatures are given 550 and 500. We have now calculated 539, that is 538.8 values, BSO and SW. D is missing, obviously we have to repeat the same procedure as the bottom one to find out all these values. H value is calculated from the graph. H value for steam is given, then heat content can be calculated by multiplying the H by the material mass flow rate, and in this way we can find out all these values. Now come to the heat balance calculation. So these, adding these two values give the heat in, adding these three values give the heat out, but one value is left here. So we have to find out this value, that is a D value, simply by dividing, simply by subtracting from the heat in minus heat out, that gives the heat content with the, that is related with the distillate D. Now after knowing this value, we can find out H value by dividing the through the material balance, through mass flow rate, and we can find it out. Then as in the case of the bottom one, the same case, HD at feed temperature, that is as 550 degree temperature. This is the enthalpy for 550, that is a 580, that is the enthalpy, and we have to find the difference between these two values, that is 24.6. Then the Cp, as in the case of previous bottom calculations, delta H is given, Cp is given, we can find the delta T, and 0.75, 24.6 divided by 0.75 gives the 32.9, that is very close to 33 degrees Celsius. So delta T assume is 45 degree Fahrenheit, delta T calculated is 33 degree Fahrenheit. So objectives not achieved because the temperature are so big difference in the between temperature. So take the other value of delta T. We can take the value as 40 degree, 38 degree, and repeat the calculations again. And after repeating it, you can find that temperature is very close to 39 or 38 that you have assumed. Thank you very much.